Except for to welcome back to another video. I think one of the most complicated thing about recording in a car is you never get the perfect angle. But I hope this time around this one is gonna be different. Anyways, so for those that are new, welcome, and for those that are regulars, welcome back. So today we are having a coffee chat, commuting, and talking about code. So one of the things that I wanted to actually talk about, or one of the things that are actually, prompted me to take a video today, it's I wouldn't want to say phenomenal, but it's something that I think every developer should know. So there are different types of thinkings in how a developer should think, and based on that, um, you should be able to, develop softwares and everything. But I cannot get into all the details of the different types of thinking, but I would suggest that you can go to your Google, you can go to your ChatGPT or DeepSeek and or Gemini, whatever you use to search, and then just search different types of thinking for developers. Because the reason why I raise this is because it's quite important as a developer to change how you think. So I think one of the key thinkings or thinking concepts that I actually wanted to talk about today is the systematic thinking. Why systematic thinking? It's mainly because when it comes to systems, right? Systematic thinking is all about understanding every piece of the puzzle. That if I change one, two, three, what will it impact? Will it break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or not? At times, when you're consuming a third party API, you tend to find that people don't really care about versioning until now things start breaking. And I think that's part of systematic thinking, right? So if you're making a change to an API, even if it's one variable, you need to version it. The reason why is because now you don't want to break something that's currently existing and can or is consumed by a third party or another person. So more like a small change shouldn't be just a small change. It should be um, a well thought change before you even make it. This is where now some people will be like, no, you must do dev analysis. This is where the dev analysis come into play. So before I make a change, I must think about all the parts and puzzles or every piece of the system that might be impacted by this specific change. It's like quick fix. It's never a quick fix until you start making the fix, and then it starts breaking the whole system. So eventually you start to understand that as soon as you start having a mindset of a system or system thinking, you get to understand that it's quite important for you to have that kind of thinking, because it helps you in terms of, restructuring something and then going back to doing your own analysis. At times we focus more on the coding part, but we don't focus more on the part where we talk about stability, where we talk about growth. There's a lot of elements of it that we hardly talk about or hardly, want to think about when we're making code changes. Like simple code change, maybe a one-liner can break the entire system, can cripple the entire system, can create not just a production issue, but it can chow your resources. It can do a lot of things, guys. And I think this is where now you want to think about your approach in terms of when you are looking at programs or whenever you're programming, you need to apply certain types of thinking. So this is why this video came about, and I was like, actually, it would be nice to just trigger other people's thoughts and have this conversation. I know that for some people it's not new, but for those that it's new, this is something that I recently learned, maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago. But yeah, it's something that you need to take into consideration when you're developing a product or when you're making a production bug fix and when you're making certain changes. So yeah, so just think about it from that manner, and then you should be good to go once you have that understanding, once you become good at, system thinking. But yeah, catch you on the second round.